The discovery of the planet ships in the far edge of the galaxy. A small alien probe drifted through empty space. It was a simple machine, built by the Voss Collective to explore dark regions where no empire dared to go. For 3 weeks, its signal was strong and clear. Then, without warning, the signal stopped. The Voss scientists tried to restart the link, but the probe was gone. No debris, no message, only silence. Captain Relin of the Voss scout fleet was sent to investigate. He commanded a small but fast ship built for dangerous missions. Relin expected to find a black hole or cosmic storm. Instead, he found something far more strange. As his ship approached the last known location of the probe, his sensors picked up a huge object. At first, the computers refused to identify it. It was too big, too smooth, and too controlled. The crew stared at the screen as the object slowly rotated in the darkness. "It is a planet," one officer said. Relan shook his head. "Planets do not move like this." The object had engines the size of mountains. They glowed with a faint white light, pushing the massive sphere through space. Thick metal plates covered its surface. Some areas looked like armored continents. Other areas looked like shield domes the size of cities. And across the middle, glowing softly, was a single symbol. It was the emblem of the Human Engineering Corps. Relan felt a cold wave pass through him. Humans were known for many things: curiosity, stubbornness, fast growth, strange ideas, but no one ever thought they could build something like this. A planet ship, a moving world, a warship the size of a moon. The Voss ship kept a safe distance. Their scanners showed no signs of life, but also no signs of weakness. The planet ship had enough power to destroy 100 fleets. The crew whispered among themselves. Some believed humans were planning to conquer the galaxy. Others believed the humans had gone insane. Relin reported the discovery to the Voss High Council. Within an hour, the message spread across the galaxy. Every empire, every government, every spy network heard the same words: "The humans have built a moving planet." Panic began to grow. The Karth Dominion declared a state of emergency. The Marin Alliance ordered their ships to stay away from human borders. Even the cold and logical Serac Union showed signs of fear. No one understood why humans would need such a machine, but the humans sent no message, no warning, no explanation. 3 days later, a second alien fleet, this time from the Karth Dominion, attempted to approach the planet ship. As they moved closer, the massive engines of the structure activated. The entire metal world began to turn slowly, as if waking from sleep. Bright blue lines lit up across its surface. The alien fleet stopped, afraid to move any closer. The planet ship rotated until its largest engine directly faced the Karth ships. The aliens froze. One wrong move, and they would be vaporized. But the giant ship did nothing. It simply waited. Relin, still observing from a distance, felt something strange. The engines were not pointed at the Karth fleet. They were pointed past them, aiming at a faraway region of space. A region that held no colonies, no stars, no activity. It was dead space. The planet ship fired its engines and began moving toward that empty part of the galaxy. Slowly, powerfully, with purpose. Relin whispered, "What are the humans preparing for?" Behind him, his officer replied in a quiet voice, "Captain, if this is only one ship, how many more have they built?" The galaxy had no answer, and the humans remained silent. But everyone knew one thing: something was coming, and the galaxy was not ready. The secret human project far inside the Sol system, hidden under layers of mountains and oceans, humans worked in silence. No alien knew the truth. No one in the galaxy imagined what the humans had been building for decades. The project had a name: Monolith. It was not just one ship. It was a fleet of planet-sized warships, each more massive and powerful than the last. Engineers, scientists, and AI crews worked together, day and night, without rest. Millions of people contributed, and the construction continued in secret. Admiral Kale, the commander of the Human Engineering Corps, walked through a control chamber filled with glowing screens. Each screen showed a ship in progress, orbiting distant asteroids or hidden inside massive construction domes. "Our fleet is ready," Kale said quietly to his second-in-command, Lieutenant Myra, "but the galaxy cannot know. If they do, they will panic or attack. Either way, it is dangerous." Mira nodded. "They still believe we are weak explorers. We are a quiet species, hiding in the shadows. And now we are ready to show them, or not." The Monolith project had started 50 years ago, after humans detected a strange signal coming from the edge of the galaxy. It was an energy wave, unlike anything known. Old human records suggested that this wave had destroyed entire star systems before. It was the warning of a threat older than the galaxy itself. Humans had prepared for survival, not conquest. They built weapons, shields, and engines that could move planets. Each ship could house millions of humans, supplies, and war machines. Each ship was stronger than any alien fleet combined. The first completed ship, Titan-1, had engines large enough to move an entire moon. Its shields could withstand supernova explosions. Its weapons could destroy enemy fleets in a single strike. But Titan-1 was only the beginning. 5 more ships were already under construction, each bigger, faster, and more powerful. Aliens in the galaxy laughed when they heard rumors of human quiet activity. They believed humans were slow, weak, and harmless. No one imagined that humans had been preparing for a threat that none of them even knew existed. One day, an engineer asked Kale, "Admiral, why keep it secret? Why not warn the galaxy?" Kale looked at the young engineer and said, "If we warn them, they will panic. They may attack us to steal the technology. They may ignore it, thinking it is impossible. We cannot trust anyone. This fleet is our secret, our guarantee of survival." Meanwhile, deep in space, alien spies reported strange energy spikes near the Sol system. Rumors spread of massive construction and strange machines. Most empires dismissed the reports as myths. None dared to investigate closely. Humans watched silently, aware of every move. They had learned patience, they had learned strategy, and most importantly, they had learned how to hide power until the right moment. The galaxy believed humans were quiet. They believed humans were weak. They did not know that humans had created a fleet capable of changing the balance of power forever and soon. The first ship, Titan-1, would leave its hidden orbit. It would move through space like a silent storm, and the galaxy would finally realize humans were never weak. They were preparing for survival, and nothing in the galaxy was ready. Deep inside the monolith control room, Admiral Kale stared at the plans of the second ship, Titan-2. A small smile appeared on his face. "Let them see Titan-1 first," he said, "and wonder what else we have hidden." The countdown had begun. The secret project was ready to reveal itself, and the galaxy would never forget the name of the human engineers who built planet-sized warships. The Galaxy Reacts news of the moving planet reached every corner of the galaxy. Alien empires did not need proof. The reports alone caused panic. A single human warship the size of a moon was enough to make even the largest fleets hesitate. The Karth Dominion immediately mobilized its ships. Over 1,000 warships left their home systems, racing toward the unknown human threat. General Vok, commander of the Karth fleets, was furious. How could a weak species like humans build a world-sized warship? He shouted. His officers tried to calm him, but fear burned in his eyes. Meanwhile, the Marin Alliance debated their response. "We should offer peace talks," suggested Ambassador Lyra, "or perhaps ask for a treaty before they arrive." But the Council argued. Some wanted to attack immediately, others wanted to spy first. Confusion and suspicion ruled. Even the Serac Union, usually calm and calculating, could not hide unease. Their sensors reported unusual energy readings in deep space. They had studied human technology for decades. They knew humans were clever, but nothing had prepared them for this. Alien spies tried to infiltrate human systems, hoping to steal secrets. They found empty stations, silent construction yards, and layers of AI defenses. Every attempt failed. The humans had anticipated every move. Every fleet that approached found nothing but emptiness. On Earth, Admiral Kale watched the galaxy's reaction quietly. "They are afraid," he said to Lieutenant Mira. "Good fear slows them down. Confusion keeps them weak, and they have no idea what is coming." Across the galaxy, fleets debated. Could they attack Titan-1 before it reached full power? Could they warn other species? Could they understand what humans were really building? Every question had no answer. Then the humans spoke finally. A single broadcast, sent through every known channel, reached the Galactic Council. It was short, simple, and calm. "We built these ships for all of us. Not to conquer, not to rule, only to survive. If you attack, you will die. If you join us, you will live." The message spread like fire. Panic turned to uncertainty. Some fleets pulled back, afraid of a trap. Others prepared for battle, unwilling to trust the humans. Confusion filled the galaxy. While empires argued, Titan-1 moved closer to the galactic rim. It passed through empty space, ignoring patrols, ignoring warnings. Its engines glowed steadily, a symbol of unstoppable human engineering. Suddenly, human sensors detected a strange signal coming from beyond the edge of the galaxy. The energy pattern matched the one that started Monolith decades ago. It was growing, it was powerful, and it was coming toward the galaxy. Alien fleets did not know what it was, but the humans did. Admiral Kale watched the readings with a steady hand. "It is time," he said. "Everything we built, every secret, every plan, now it begins." Across the galaxy, fleets held their positions, unsure if they were about to witness a disaster or a miracle. The humans remained calm, knowing they held the ultimate power. The Monolith fleet was ready, and the galaxy's reaction meant nothing. The first planet ship, Titan-1, activated its full engines. Stars streaked past its massive hull. Energy shields hummed, weapons charged. It was no longer hidden. The galaxy had seen it. The humans were ready. And in the darkness beyond, something else moved. Something ancient. Something the galaxy had never faced before. The countdown to survival had begun. The ancient enemy arrives deep beyond the galaxy. In the dark space no one explored, the ancient threat stirred. For millions of years, it had drifted silently, consuming stars and planets, leaving nothing behind. Now, it sensed the humans. It sensed the planet's ships, and it moved out at first. Alien fleets thought it was a natural phenomena, strange cloud of energy, or massive asteroids. But then the first attacks began. Entire systems vanished in minutes. Stars dimmed as planets disintegrated. The galaxy realized too late. This was no ordinary enemy. The Karth fleets tried to fight. Their weapons fired. Their ships maneuvered. But nothing worked. The attacks were precise, fast, and overwhelming. One by one, their warships were destroyed. Panic spread like wildfire. On Earth, Admiral Kale watched the reports silently. Titan-1 and the rest of the Monolith fleet were ready. "It is time," he said to his officers. "This is what we built for." The humans activated the fleet. Planet ships emerged from hidden orbits, one after another. Titan-2, Titan-3, and the others glowed with engines and shields stronger than anything in the galaxy. Energy weapons unfolded across their surfaces, capable of destroying enemy ships before they could fire a shot. The ancient enemy approached the core systems of the galaxy. It moved like a storm, unstoppable, indifferent, hungry for destruction. But as it entered human space, it met its first obstacle, Monolith. The planet ships aligned in formation round a vital star system. Energy shields flared to life, cutting through waves of destruction. Weapons fired simultaneously, obliterating incoming attackers with precision. The enemy recoiled, adapting, learning, but the humans were faster. They anticipated every move, countered every strike. Lieutenant Myra watched the displays. "They are learning," she said. "They are adapting." Admiral Kale nodded. "Then we teach them. They will not learn faster than we can react." The battle raged for hours. Entire fleets were swallowed by the enemy, but every time it approached the humans, Titan ships fired back with devastating power. Alien allies joined, hiding behind the shields of the Monolith fleet. For the first time, the galaxy saw humans not as weak explorers, but as protectors, builders, and warriors. Even as the enemy adapted, the humans had a secret weapon. The core engines of Titan-5, the largest ship, were powered by a star core reactor. It could unleash energy stronger than a supernova, but using it meant risking the ship. Kale made the decision. "Prepare the core," he ordered. "This ends now." As the enemy closed in, the humans activated Titan-25. A beam of energy shot across space, striking the ancient enemy. Stars exploded in the distance as the attack tore through the swarm. The enemy faltered, recoiled, and then scattered, retreating into the darkness beyond the galaxy. The galaxy was saved. Entire civilizations survived because of human engineering. Humans had not only created the weapons, they had created hope. Yet the victory was not complete. Across the monitors, a new reading appeared. A signal, strange, deliberate, and terrifying. Not from the enemy, but from its creators. Something older, something bigger. Admiral Kale frowned. "They have seen our fleet," he said quietly. "And now, they are coming." The The monolith fleet remained in formation, engines ready, weapons charged. The galaxy looked at the humans with awe and fear. One thing was certain, the battle was won. But the war was far from over, and somewhere in the darkness, the real test of human engineering and courage was about to begin. Humanity's stand plus final twist. The galaxy was quiet for a moment. The ancient enemy had retreated, but its shadow remained. Stars that once shone brightly were darkened, and entire fleets lay in ruins. Civilizations whispered the name of humans with awe. Humans who had built planet-sized warships. Humans who had saved the galaxy. Admiral Kale stood on the bridge of Titan-5, the largest ship in the monolith fleet. Its star-core engines glowed faintly, ready for action. "We have won this battle," Kale said, his voice calm. "But the war is not over. The galaxy is safe for now, but we must remain vigilant." Lieutenant Mira looked at him. "The enemy is retreating. They won't return soon." Kale shook his head. "No, they will return, and worse. Their creators are aware of us now. They have seen our fleet." Human planet ships began forming a protective wall around the most populated star systems. Shields flared, creating a barrier that no enemy could penetrate. Aliens of all species moved their ships behind the monolith fleet, seeking safety. For the first time, the galaxy relied on humans, not just for exploration or trade, but for survival. The human fleet moved in perfect synchronization. Each ship's engines pulsed with power, each weapon ready to fire. The monolith fleet was a fortress in space, impenetrable and unstoppable. Then, the final weapon was prepared. The star-core engine of Titan-5, capable of releasing energy stronger than a supernova, was charged. It was a last-resort weapon, one that could obliterate the enemy completely. Admiral Kale gave the order. Energy beams shot across space, converging on the retreating enemy. The ancient threat could not escape. It disintegrated under the attack, leaving only fragments that burned in the emptiness of space. The galaxy erupted in relief. Survivors cheered, alien leaders bowed, and the monolith fleet stood as silent guardians. Humans had proven themselves. Yet, as the celebration began, a new signal appeared on human sensors. It was deliberate, precise, and chilling. It was not from the ancient enemy, but from something far older, something that had created the enemy itself. Kale's eyes narrowed as he studied the readings. "They have seen our fleet," he said quietly. "They are coming." Across the galaxy, species realized that humans were no ordinary civilization. They were engineers, builders, warriors, and protectors. Quiet, patient, and deadly when necessary. The old fear of humans being weak explorers was gone. Mira looked at the Admiral. "Do we have a chance against them?" Kale smiled faintly. "We do not know yet, but humans always prepare. We always build, and we never run." The monolith fleet shifted its position, forming a wall around the galaxy's core systems. Lights flickered on the massive holes. Weapons charged, shields strengthened. The humans were ready for anything. In the far reaches of space, deep in the darkness, a signal pulsed again. This time, it carried a message the galaxy could not ignore. "We see your planet ships. We see your fleets. We are coming." The galaxy held its breath. Every species looked to the humans, knowing one truth. If there was hope, it lay in the engineers who built planet-sized warships, and humanity.com, and determined, prepared for the next battle, the next war, the next test of survival. For in a galaxy that had never believed in humans, they had learned one lesson too late. Humans were never weak. They were unstoppable. The galaxy had barely begun to recover. Systems rebuilt, fleets repaired, and civilizations breathed with relief. Humans stood at the center of it all. Their monolith fleet a silent shield across the stars. They had won, or so they thought. Deep in the void beyond the galactic rim, a new movement stirred. A vast shadow larger than any star system moved with deliberate speed. Its energy signature was unlike anything the galaxy had ever measured. Not organic, not natural, not machine. Something older, something intelligent, something immense. On the bridge of Titan-5, Admiral Kale watched the readings with a frown. "They are here," he said quietly. The human crew understood immediately. These were the creators, the architects of the ancient enemy they had just defeated. The beings who had sent the planet-eating threat. The ones responsible for destruction on a galactic scale. Sensors across the monolith fleet lit up with strange signals. The creator's ship, or whatever it was, seemed to bend space itself, moving impossibly fast. No alien technology could compete. The humans realized they were witnessing a force beyond anything they had imagined. Lieutenant Mira spoke, her voice steady but tense. "Admiral, can our weapons reach them?" Kale shook his head. "Not yet. They are not attacking, at least, not directly. But every system they pass grows colder. Energy fields collapse. Communications die. Even light seems to bend around them." Across the galaxy, alien fleets held their position behind the human fleet. For the first time, every species depended on humans, not just for protection, but for guidance. Kale knew they could not fight this enemy conventionally. The creators were far beyond even the combined knowledge of the galaxy. Then, a message pulsed through the monolith network. It was not sound, not light, not anything humans had used before. It was a pattern of pure energy, structured in a way that conveyed thought itself. The message was simple, yet terrifying. "We have